Hey guys, so I have decided to come and speak a little bit regarding the Adriana Young case. Now, this case has been all over social media from about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Now, just go over a little bit of what happened. The little girl, Adriana Young, 11-year-old, seeing her grandmother and some other family member went to the DoubleTree Hotel in Guyana for a pool day. The little girl went missing. The hotel staff said that they were helping the parent to look for the little girl. She was nowhere to be seen. She was dead in the pool the following day. So she was missing for 24 hours until she was found dead. Now, they did a investigation. The government, the police staff, the owner of the hotel, pathologist did investigation, and they came back with drowned, that the little girl was drowned at the hotel, in the hotel pool. When the body was discovered, there were a lot of marks on the little girl body. With the forensic person who investigated the little girl's death did not really stated how the little girl get marks on her body. They said that a cotton swab was into her nose, her hands has and her legs has bruises. And now, after they did the investigation, they declared parent, and the Guyanese people decided that that was a lie, that they didn't believe that the child was drowned, that the child was murdered, or even if the child were drowned maybe in the hotel bathtub and not in the pool. So the whole of Guyana started to protest. They start burning down buildings. People have been killed. They have been in outrage since this accident happened. Now, I did some investigation, and what I came up with is that they're thinking that in that there was a lot of cover-up that has been taken place, right? That the information, that the investigation on her body, who did the forensic testing on her body, that he lied about what actually happened to Ariana. Now, they're saying that the government, the police, the hotel staff, the owner of the hotel, that they were all involved in the death of Ariana, and that the death actually took place at the hotel, and that they all covered up. Now, some update. They're saying that a voicemail has been going around from a nurse.
Leaked voice note from nurse that was at the autopsy.
Who was there when the pathologist did his report, and that there were cover up. I hear that the nurse is in hiding now, that she's scared for her life.
Air and limited, anything can go down there. So then they didn't find her long after she was dumped in there, so the water barely get to sip in the lungs. So it's like, instead of it being like a drunk lungs like this, it's like this. Alright?
Stop. Remember I went to your medical terms, right?
I think it's choking, suffocation.
So what got swollen? What got swollen like?
Nothing at the lungs itself. If the water had seeped in through the alveoli and bronchioli, the branches of the lungs, right? Then it would have been more inflated. It would have been more big.
So what you're saying, that if water get into the lungs from drunk, then
It's gonna be a bit more big,
more
and it's
big.
gonna be more kind of like.
So that can show up on an X-ray without you doing any actually catching a person. Can show up on a scan.
It can show that it has.
So you could determine.
It can show that it have water in the lungs as well as the level.
There has been higher toxicology, right? And they hired a new lawyer for the parent, and that her body is going to be headed to the US, and they are going to do another report investigation at the Mount Sinai health system in the US, and that they're saying that the lawyer, whose name is Dr. Dexter Todd, he said that he's not working for the parents. Now, he's saying that although they ruled that Adriana was drowned, what is the cause of the drowning? Like, the parents and the people need to know what was the cause of her drowning. Was it a homicide? What are the circumstances surrounding her death? No, they are going to do a second.
Audrey on the Young
Force has
Updates.
reported that 2 policemen, a corporal and a constable, have been relieved of their duties for neglect over their handling of the early investigations into the report that was filed after 11-year-old Adriana Young went missing at a Doubleday hotel. She was later found dead in the hotel's pool the following day. In a statement on Thursday, the Guyana Police Force indicated that the commander, Khalil Mandal, remains on administrative leave as the investigations into the young girl's death continue. Additionally, the Guyana Police Force has stated that the owner of the Doubleday Hotel, who was in police custody, was released after the statutory detention period elapsed. He has been instructed by the investigators to report on a daily basis to the police until the outcome of the investigation. The hotel owner has been blacklisted from leaving the country, the police said. The police also said DNA samples obtained from the hotel owner and those of Adriana Young have been escorted by a forensic investigator for advanced testing and analysis in the U.S. at the Mount Sinai health system. Meanwhile, the Guyana Police Force sought to offer an explanation of its initial report that a young girl was seen leaving the hotel when that turned out to be false. The police said a civilian staff member who it did not name was also sent on administrative leave, and that person is the person who was on duty at the command center on the day in question. And she has admitted to detectives that she entered the wrong date while checking the camera system located within the vicinity of the Doubleday Hotel. She had been tasked to ascertain whether or not Adriana Young had left the hotel. The police said as a consequence of her error, she misled the ranks by reporting that she observed a female who fitted the description of Adriana Young leaving the hotel with a male. Investigations have also revealed that there was a sergeant from the Special Constabulary Unit who misled her colleagues when she claimed that she was on duty in the region's operation room, and a male anonymous caller informed her that Adriana Young was seen leaving the hotel after she joined a black vehicle. According to the police, in an effort to investigate the origin of the information about that vehicle, investigators managed to obtain the call information and arrested a male anonymous caller, who turned out to be someone who is well acquainted with a special constabulary rank. He also informed detectives that he and the female spoke for 10 minutes, during which he told her that he was standing in front of the hotel when he overheard persons talking about the girl leaving in a black room. He related the information to the special sergeant. The call log, the police said, confirmed the duration of the phone call as related by the individual. All that information turned out to be inaccurate, and the Guyana Police Force stated that its initial statement on the missing.
Share and subscribe. KK, take care until next video.